We're at Smith Park. A lot of people don't know where that is. We're right in Westtown. We have a beautiful park right over here, Smith Park. And then we're close to some of the best restaurants in Chicago. We're near 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which I would argue with you all day is the best sushi restaurant that exists in the whole city. You have Heritage, which is a caviar bar. You have Split Rail, which is one of the best gastropubs there is in the city. This is an enclave, a little neighborhood just outside of a big neighborhood that's still within a big neighborhood. It's close to many things you can walk to, but you actually have a community feel here. You see people walking around with strollers, you see people doing the things and looking out for one another that you lose in a lot of the larger neighborhoods that we have in Chicago. Now this house really stood out to me, and why I decided to choose it, because of where the fireplace is. The fireplace is a unique spot. Let me show you. But before we get in, take a look at this. White brick front. And you walk in, you walk up some stairs. It's very unique. And a great note that I heard about this is the developer does not like seeing a closet right when you walk in, and I happen to agree. And can we talk about this door? Look how thick this is. Come here. This is at least 3 inches thick. Herringbone entry right here as well. And we have white oak everywhere throughout, little thicker than normal. And I love that you have this drop zone right here. White oak as well, matching everything else. And a little pull out. And I opened this up, and what did I see? I saw rejuvenation, which you typically do not see in a spec home. So you know you're seeing high-end materials all throughout. Just noticing the light pattern of all the recessed lighting, not only do they use 4-inch cans, but they are everywhere. So you can dim them if you'd like. They have dimmers installed, another thing you don't typically see in a spec home. Another thing that I really liked, they have an alcove for all of your window treatments. So you can hide them up above, not protruding into your unit. And this is the fireplace I was talking about. Off to the side, typically you have this on this wall, dictating how you lay out the entire room. I love that it's right here because usually this is just a walk-up, right? It's not anything that's really useful, it's just an entry. It divides the space, you can put things on top of it. You can sit right here if you want to. There's lots of room. And then this leads right over to the kitchen. You have this nice decorative display where you can put items. You get extra storage out of it with the push button cabinets. And then you have a nice display area right here as well. I love the large single pane windows. These are European style here. So these are operative, right? And this is smart too. They're assuming that whoever's gonna buy this is gonna have a family and they're not want their kids to get over here, so they put a latch on it to protect how far it goes in and out. And these are octoplast windows, but then you have the huge windows right here that don't operate, because why would you want them to? They're too big. They're really, really big, and they set the room. You're allowing natural light to come all the way in, and then notice the transom window right there above the door. Lots of small details here, lots of things that are thought out. You can tell this isn't the first rodeo for this developer. And then you have your coat closet right behind the door there. And let's check out this kitchen. Beautiful marble all the way throughout. This is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, I believe. And I noticed this too. So this is a rejuvenation attribute. When you have a push-up air button in your kitchen like this, this is like $160 or $120. This is a great feature that stands out. And then notice this enormous sink. So it has the cutting board, of course, but it also has the rail system underneath. You can see this. And then it's slowly slanting. So just imagine you're having a party, and instead of having people going in and out of your fridge, you fill this up with ice, put all your drinks here, and you have a great thing to display. Another detail, these are really nice cabinets. So I was opening these up. We have pull-outs throughout. Really good hardware. And then you have a great detail, which I don't think I've seen before. Garbage here with places for your garbage bags, cleaning products, whatever you have. And then right here, we have the spice rack. So this is very well thought out. These aren't standard cabinets. They didn't just install all of these. Huge wolf range, commercial exhaust. And you have the microwave right here out of the way. I love that this doesn't fit and follow your typical kitchen layout in a good way. And then to follow with that same design, notice that you don't have some pendants, some boring pendants dropping down from here. You have this awesome light coming right over the island, covering the whole thing. And on that point, come in here. We have 2 junction boxes here. So they haven't dictated how you lay out this room. You can choose any of the lighting you want and install it. And then look at this. You see this seamless vent up here? This isn't a cheap grate for the HVAC. This is a nice integrated grate Commercial style, way better than anything you see on the residential side. And notice this, you see the reeded fronts on the cabinets? I love this. It's an extra piece right on top of it. These are full wood cabinets, push button entry. And then for all the things you rarely use, you have all the space above. I'm loving the stone, I'm loving the light, I'm loving the integrated appliances. You have your pantry right here, great on space. And you see this, there's an outlet in here. You need an outlet in a lot of your cabinets. And most people don't think ahead of these things. You can see the little details. They did a house, they do a house here, they do a house there. Even on this point, look at this. Down here, for all the things that you use, these pull in, pull out, easy to access. No one wants to get down and have to reach back. You want to pull it towards you. So then we're in this space here. Look how big your TV can be. I mean, this is out of this world for size. You can go enormous with the space that you have here. I love that they offset the white oak right back here. Did a beautiful job of putting that in the back of the cabinetry. And then you have a great view of your whole back area. And one thing that's unique that they did too, they have the sunken patio off the downstairs. We're gonna see that last. But if you go out and look at this garage, notice this developer did two homes right next to each other. The home next door is sold, but you'll notice there's an easement. Come here. There's a shared easement that both of these homes share this stairway. What does that mean? That means instead of losing 2.5, 3 feet between the homes, you're capturing it, making the home a little wider, your garage a little wider, everything different because they're able to build these two homes in one. So that alone, just that factor makes this a very unique house. Lots of storage, lots of space, drawers underneath here too, matching the hardware that we have in the kitchen. And you have a mudroom right here with tons of space too. I like how everything's been thought out. I love the size of the windows. I love our ceiling height. We're over 10 feet here. Yeah, look at this. 10.7 on the ceiling height. Now let's go up. Oh, one thing to note. There's going to be glass between all the railings. This home is just in its finishing stage. So imagine that everywhere. Let's go up. I always talk about bathrooms and how you want them a little removed from everything. I think it's pretty cool to walk up, come in here, and then check out these details. So for one, notice that this mirror goes all the way up, all the way down. Notice that they did the decorative P-trap, the pop style right here. Huge detail. I hate when this is just standard PVC or metal down here, which is gross. Travertine, which is really blending in. You know, this had the height of its popularity in the 2000s. It waned until now, but this has been a classic material that people have been using forever, and I think it looks fantastic. And you can see the stone. Look how thick this is. You can see it with the mirror. You can see the stone all behind here, going all the way down, and then you have this pendant hanging down, offset to show it, and then a tankless floating toilet. These are the best. These are my favorite thing. They're really maximizing this space here. Let's go upstairs. This is a great detail too. See, I keep walking through this house and I'm ready to go on to the next thing, and then I notice something I want to talk about. Pendants right here, but then you have the glass up, the glass down, glass up, and the stairs are cutting right through it, cutting right through this pane. So you have some architectural details that your eyes are cutting and following through. So we come in, we have a nice open feeling here. Our stairs up are over there. Let's go this way first. Large windows. We're in the primary suite right now. You're looking towards the back of the home, looking at the garage, and you see here pavers on top of the garage, of course. You can see the pendant lights. You can see the glass front too, which is a detail that you don't typically see. Glass front is allowing you to see through. Gives it a more open, larger feeling. Of course, you have the 𝗥𝗲𝗡𝗦𝗢 windows here too, and then 2 separate closets. One here. Notice this. We talked about the outlets. There's an outlet right here, and then you have another one right here too. Even, equal, great closet space. And you have the primary bath. Now let's look at our space here. We are looking at basically 17 by 12.5, which is a great primary by any measure. And ceiling height up here. we're talking about 9'5". A lot of times this would be 9 feet. Great to have those extra inches. And then notice the same alcove for the window treatments here, hiding it out of view. So you bring it down if it's electric, should you choose. We're carrying the travertine from downstairs all the way in. I love the center light. One glass door, and I'm a sucker for a wet room. We all know the tub is often neglected. It's used sometimes every here and there, but it dedicates a lot of space in a bathroom typically. This gives you a better option to have it right here. You have the niches on the side, all one clean material with the offset stone on the back. Looks really good, plus you have the alcove lighting. Really done everything right here. And these kind of second as a bench, right? It's a place to put your products, but it's also a place to sit and just let the water hit you if you want, without taking up a ton of space and being obtrusive. Another floating toilet right here. Now notice this, come here, look up. You see a vent here, but do you see an exhaust fan? You don't, do you? Come down, come here. We have an exhaust fan right here, get all the way down. You see that? See that? Think of the smartest place for that vent to be, right next to the toilet, right? So it's just sucking as soon as you turn it on, going the entire time. We have another one on this side for just some ancillary. This is a great place to accomplish this. Rarely do you see this done. Now, I like these vanities, and here's why. Do you notice we have an off-white, maybe even slight grayish sides, and then we have the reeded fronts. Now, typically, you'll see these cut out. You'll see some big thing cut out right here. Another sign of detail and attention. If you come from this angle, Adam, come here. You can see that the plumbing is just fitting right between. Can you see that? It's going in the middle of the sink. Do you understand how hard it is to accomplish that? What type of planning and design it takes to make sure that it works out that way? This developer really knows what they're doing, knows how to set it off. You can tell so just with the pocket door. Just having a pocket door in the space, who needs an actual door? You don't want to eat into the room. And we have 8-foot doors all throughout. And I just noticed the pendants, the sconces right here on the side of the mirrors, really setting them off. And in addition to that, no, these don't open. I noticed a little space back here. So you're noticing a little reveal behind the mirror, which is nice. Gives some extra depth to the room. And then you have all these nice fixtures. Very easy to use. Let's keep going. Notice that vent in here too, dry-walled in, very clean, very good looking. I like how open this hallway feels. We have over 5 feet, okay? You're required to do 3 feet here. There's almost double, extra 2 feet here of space to move and walk. And here, we have a nice hidden little storage place. They had this extra nook, decided to put some things, put some brooms, mops, cleaning materials up here. All the stuff you need to have, you don't want to look at, you don't want a true dedicated closet, right? You just want a nook closet for it. So, when you're designing rooms, you want to have an open area. So maybe this could be your office, maybe this is a bedroom because it can function either way, right? But having the French style pocket doors going from each side gives you a great option on how to use this room while still allowing a lot of light to come through. Now, a lot of developers don't do the closets. There's different opinions on why or how you should do it, but I like that they're built out. It's less to think about, less to worry about. What are you really gonna do that's differently? And check this out. This has the magnetic catch, which I talk about a lot because it's so silly when they have these ball joints that just, you have to struggle with them. You have an outlet right here in the closet, of course. You can tell this person knows what they're doing and has really spent their time building this out. Notice that this isn't right in the room either. It's actually where your eyes go. You ever go into a bathroom and the lights are right here, but they should really be right over here? Same thing in here. You don't need them right behind the door. Like, this isn't a natural movement. And while we're talking about that, notice where these lights are. Typical light is here. Okay, this is what we decided to do 50 plus years ago because people needed to see the switch, probably when switches were invented because people thought they're gonna miss them otherwise. They're gonna go and try and light it because it's a gas light or something. Here, this is ADA height, and this ADA height became popular because look, it's right where my hand is. I don't have to go like this. Why should I have to lift my hand? Perfect attention to detail here. So as we walk through in here, we have the full countertop, sink on this side, great cabinets up here. These are push button. Very soft colors. Ooh, and the shelves above, another great touch. And I like the air electrical panels here. And the laundry room, makes sense, a place I don't have to see it. And then we have a pocket door here as well. Able to close this if you're having guests. Let people walk right past it, wonder what's there or wonder not. Linen closet right here, extra wide. And then we have dual vanity, floating vanity, same thing. So here, come here. You'll notice this is cut out, right? This is what I was talking about in the other bathroom. Because you have the two sinks, it's harder to achieve. And come here. Come in. Same thing here on this side, right? Now it's switch spots. We have large format porcelain floors here. Another exhaust right by the toilet. Black offset, nice shower niche down below. Window, two skylights. And a lot of developers, and trust me, because I've seen this done, they would do one light here, right? But we have two lights. What a great touch. And all the accessories are already installed here. We have this here, we have the toilet paper there, we have the towel bar here, and there's going to be glass that goes right here, by the way. So this is on a hinge, this will move, or it might be fixed. No, it'll move. Then we have the front bedroom, looking out on the street, really good size. These windows are enormous and functional, but same thing I said before about the safety on them, so your kids are safe. And then you have the turn and tilt up here as well. Really solid design all the way through, and then the same recessed alcove for your window treatments. Let's see the door level. So we're in the lower level. Notice the ceiling height. Notice that this leads right out to the back, okay, from the lower level. Plus you can do it up above. But do you see these doors? You see how massive and big they are, but yet easy to function. Come on. Pretty good, pretty good. And then the locket, secured in place. Just pull this up, locks it in, and then you can actually latch it like this. Now, we are working with just shy of 10 feet down here. What I noticed immediately was this travertine. Good travertine, not travertine, let's try that again. What I noticed immediately was the slate tile down here. I like the pattern of it. It's not a pattern you see very often. You see some small pieces, some large pieces, but it's not busy on your eyes, you're not focusing on it. And then I loved this. Another great big place for your television. Now, I'm sitting here with my feet up, it's not falling, it's installed right. And then I noticed another detail. There are grooves underneath here. So Adam's gonna show you that. We have grooves right underneath the cabinetry. Really nice detail. I love how all these cabinets are built out. They're really top of the line. Storage right here. Big room down here to work with. And then we have our first bedroom down here. And just like upstairs, you have the pocket doors going in each direction. Now, if you're wondering where the sink is or where the wet bar is, bam, right here, built in underneath the stairs. So it's not protruding into your main room. It's taking up space that really is useless a lot of the time. Outlet right here, outlet right there. I love the design of it. With these shelves, it really looks sharp. And I love how they have the lighting. Look at this, they have lighting in the shelves. Great detail, often overlooked, often not paid attention to. Very good. And then you have the bar sink, of course. As we go through, we are radiant heat beneath us. We are different zones on every level. So you have a thermostat for this level, for the next level, for the level above that. And oh my God, we missed the rooftop. We're gonna show you that next. Come through here, steam shower. So if you noticed in the primary, we didn't have that. Nice, be able to sit down, relax. What I really like about this, you'll notice the Schluter strips. Notice that these Schluter strips really match the tile well. They did a great job matching this. It looks like it's meant to be here. It's a great way to finish off porcelain. Extra wide, floating vanity, all drawers. I don't know about you, but I'm not the biggest fan of just opening doors and having to figure out how to store everything. My wife bought all these storage devices to figure out where this goes and that goes. With drawers, you don't have to worry about that. It's all done for you. So we have our final bedroom right here. Pretty straightforward, but I love the windows looking outside. 2 functional windows, 1 picture window, and a nice shelf so you can place something here if you want to. Looking out, seeing what's there. Now let's go look outside. In most homes, you are not getting this outside patio. You are not getting this paver style as well. And then, there's something leaning against this, so I don't want to open it, but you have a party door. So if you're hanging out, having a party, doing things, it starts raining, like it might today, then you open this door, bring it in there, have fun. What I like about this too, if you were to bring some sun sails, you could totally do something above this to help protect yourself from the elements. Let's check out that rooftop deck. This is such a big space. We're 17.9 by almost 23. You can see next door, they're growing some tomatoes and some other things here. I love that they have the pavers, so you have all the flexibility if anything were to happen. And I love all the outlets, all the lights, even an outdoor light. Sometimes this is overlooked. This is a funny detail, but this is an outlight, an outside switch, an exterior switch. Sometimes you'll see standard switches out here. Let's see the rooftop deck. AstroTurf has changed the game for rooftops in Chicago. I love that you have the stepping stones, you have the pavers right here. We have water so you can do an outdoor kitchen. You have gas, you have electric, you have everything you need. Hope you enjoyed this tour. Welcome to Chicago.